Yo, what's good? All right, so I woke up this morning to see that Jonathan Owens, Simone Biles' husband, just getting attacked and toe up in the comment section over a podcast he went on, and he was describing how he met Simone Biles and how they got together. The big thing that caused a lot of women to go in an uproar was when he said he's the prize. Me personally, I agree with the man being the prize. I'll tell you why later, but also I think there's something very hypocritical. There's a video of Alicia Keys describing about how she wasn't interested in Swiss Beats, how he gave her the ick at first, and then after getting to know him, she fell for him. I'm gonna play that video or just a snippet.
He did. He was on my ick. That's how I say it?
Yeah. He gave you the ick.
He definitely gave me the ick. I wasn't with it. Like he just wasn't my vibe. Like he's pretty loud. He's pretty over the top. He loves a lot of attention. Everywhere is like a bunch of people. The brightest colors, the longest chains, the biggest cars, the whole thing.
You can write music in 10 minutes.
The whole I can write music in 10 minutes, like the show off shit, all of that. I was just like, ugh, ick, no. It's not even it. It's not even my vibe.
Let me play a little bit of Jonathan Owens.
And we texting back and forth, and then we hung out Friday, man. And we couldn't do much since COVID happened. Everything was shut down. So she came through down to Houston. She lived in the suburbs, so she had to drive about 45 minutes to me. Then the rest is history, man.
So you was really the catch in.
I always say the men the catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
She did, though.
Is what you're saying.
Cause I was fighting it. So in truth, if I say this out loud, was Jonathan Owens ain't really want Simone Biles. Is what you're saying. At the time, I'm not gonna say that.
That's what you're saying.
I was afraid. I was afraid to commit. I'm like, man, this is my third year. You know, I'm trying to. I'm like, it's kind of early. But you know, like I said, man, it happened when you least expected. And we hung out, man. It was like we hit it off instantly. You know, we just laughed the whole night. Man, play. Look, go ahead.
I really wanted to talk about football. Did you tell her you didn't know who she was?
Actually, my question to her was like, who's your competition? I didn't know nothing about gymnastics, so I'm just asking
Nobody.
Yeah, and that's what she's like. She told me like myself. That's the most vivid memory I have of that. She was like, myself. I'm like, nah, for real. Like, who do you compete with? She's like, you know, myself. Because most of the time it comes down to if I mess up or not. And I'm like, and the moment where I knew she was the real deal, we were going to. I think she had an invitation.
So yeah, to me, it's basically the same thing. The only difference is you have a woman saying it, which is okay, and then you have a man saying it, and a black man at that. And we all know now that black men ain't supposed to say shit. Black men, all of them, like LeBron, they tell him what they tell him: shut up and dribble, shut up and play ball. So you get a black man out here who said he's the prize, and now all these women are blowing up. You know what? To me, if Simone is okay with it, I'm okay with it. Because all that matters is that if she feels like he's the prize, then he's the prize. So Jonathan Owens, a lot of people are trying to compare, you know, and say she's the top gymnast in the world. You know, he's just a regular football player. But we have to realize that we're, men and women are attracted. We have difference in value of each other. A man's value is usually in what he can do. You know what I'm saying? What can he provide? What can he protect? Versus the woman's values in, for men, we're visual. So a lot of it is looks. What can you contribute? You know what I'm saying? Are you willing to help? And a lot of women don't want to hear that. And I would say for somebody like Jonathan Owens, this dude is a rarity. There's only hundreds of football players out of billions of people, of men on this planet. And on top of that, he's in the top 5 to 10% of earners out of all men. In the sense, he has earned the title of prize. And I think a lot of other people would agree with this. There are so many women out here who are just dropping all kind of guys, me being one of them, to try to get to a Jonathan Owens. So I can't really see why. I do see why y'all mad, and I'm about to go into the reasons why y'all are mad. that he's saying this. Most of these women who are going against what he's saying and trying to say that he ain't shit, that Simone should leave him or he's no good for her, these are the type of women who want to compete with men. These career women, these so-called independent women, they have a mindset of they're in competition with men. So anytime a man says something that puts him on top or has any type of confidence, they can't take that because it registers as defeat to them. Simone, on the other hand, she's not thinking like that. She, you know, to me, it's like, from what, you know, I don't know what goes on in her home. I don't know them personally, but from what I see, she doesn't try to control him. She's with him. She supports him at his game. She's there. Whatever he needs, she's there. And I'm sure it's the same in reverse. A lot of the women got mad when he mentioned that she drove 45 minutes. She hit him up. Basically, she was in pursuit, and he was on the fence at first. And it's the same thing what Alicia Keys said in the video I just played. She was on the fence about Swiss, and then after a while, she got to know who Swiss was, and then she fell for him. This is essentially what Jonathan is saying. He didn't know her, and a lot of people don't believe it. You know what? Not a lot of us watch women's sports or into it like that. So I could see where he wouldn't have heard of her. He's a football player. When you're doing something big as football or in the industry, an actor, it could be me trying to start my business and grow it. I don't even have time to watch football anymore. I'm a diehard Chiefs fan, but I haven't watched a full game in like a year or two because I'm trying to get this channel going. I'm trying to get a brick and mortar area for my business that I'm opening. I don't have the time. And for Jonathan Owens, for him to make it to the NFL, you gotta focus. A lot of things on the outside you can't pay attention to. So nothing against Shannon or Ocho. Love them, love their show. But at the same time, they gotta understand this man may have been focused on what he's doing in his women's sports. Not a lot of us watch it as much as we watch men's sports. So he probably had no idea. He might not watch TV. You have to be on these things, social media, all this, to hear these names. If he was like plugged away, focusing in school, trying to get to the NFL, he may not have been on that. So a lot of women don't think they should have to compete for a man. This is the real thing. A lot of women don't think they should have to compete. They think they should just be who they are, look how they look, and a man should just want them for that. They think they should just go out and the men just run up to them. They ain't gotta do nothing. They don't have to do no work. Don't have to prove anything. They just are who they are. They could be toxic. They could be all these things, and men are just supposed to get with them. Well, Simone, you know what? As being as competitive as she is, being the #1 gymnast in the world, I could see her actually wanting to compete. She seen who he was. She thought he looked good. She said that. I seen him. I wanted him. I went after him. That's part of her competitive spirit. I'm happy to know that she thinks highly enough of men that she would compete and show that she wants him. She wants this man to be with her. She wants to respect him. I'm seeing that a lot of women, especially black women, do not want to compete. They think they're better than us. They think that they shouldn't have to do shit to get on our level. They could just be, and we supposed to give them everything they want. I believe he's the prize. I believe if a lot more women thought their husbands or partners were the prize, they would still be together. Tia Mowry, if she would have thought her husband was the prize, they would still be together to this day. But because she don't care, she graduated from marriage. If you think somebody's the prize, you're not throwing them away unless you're just toxic or got issues yourself. I really believe this is how he pulled Simone, by saying those things as such as he's the prize. Because there's a lot that come along with that. That probably make him the football player he is, having that confidence, you know, to woo her over, to show her that, you know, he can handle her, he can make her laugh, all these other things. To me, that was the attraction. So yeah, to just, you know, be mad like that, y'all just don't want to compete. That's all it is. Y'all ladies don't want to compete. And single women keep women single. All y'all single women that got bad things to say, please stay away from Simone and their situation. Let them live happily ever after. Simone, Jonathan, y'all keep making each other happy. When times get hard, man, y'all figure it out. Y'all talk it out. Keep your relationship open. Keep the toxicity out. Get off social media for a break if y'all need to, whatever it is. But I want to see y'all do big things. Y'all beautiful couple together. And don't listen to these haters.